Our story begins high above, soaring over a sea of emerald green. This is the Teutoburg forest, a place of quiet beauty, but also of profound historical significance. Centuries ago, the very ground beneath these trees bore witness to a clash of civilizations, a battle so momentous it would forever alter the course of Western Europe. This program unravels the events of the Battle of Teutoburg Forest, a tale of cunning strategy, brutal warfare, and ultimately, the resilience of a people determined to protect their homeland. Join us as we delve into this pivotal moment in history, presented in a way that is both educational and engaging for viewers of all ages. To truly grasp the magnitude of what transpired here in the Teutoburg forest, we must first journey back in time. It is the early 1st century AD, and the Roman Empire, a force seemingly unstoppable, is flexing its considerable might across Europe. Their legions, disciplined and brutally effective, have conquered vast territories, pushing their frontiers ever eastward. Yet their advance does not go unchallenged. In the dense, sprawling woodlands of Germania, a fierce and independent people, the Germanic tribes resist the Roman encroachment. These are not the sprawling empires of the south, but a collection of smaller tribes, each with their own chieftain, their own customs, their own fierce pride. What they lack in unity, they make up for in tenacity, in their intimate knowledge of their homeland, and in their unwavering determination to remain free. This struggle between the might of Rome and the spirit of Germania sets the stage for a confrontation that will echo through the ages. At the heart of our story stand two figures, each embodying the ambitions and destinies of their people. On one side, we have Publius Quinctilius Varus, a seasoned Roman general tasked with consolidating Rome's hold over Germania. He is a product of Roman discipline, confident in the might of his legions, perhaps even a touch arrogant in his belief of Rome's superiority. On the other side, a figure shrouded in legend emerges from the Germanic tribes, Arminius. Raised as a hostage in Rome, trained in their military tactics, Arminius knew the Roman mind, their strengths and their weaknesses. He becomes a pivotal link between these two worlds, seemingly a loyal servant of Rome, but secretly harboring a burning desire to see his people free from Roman rule. This conflict between Varus and Arminius becomes a microcosm of the larger struggle, a clash of ideologies, of cultures, of two worlds on a collision course. Our gaze now turns to the battleground itself, the Teutoburg forest. Imagine, if you will, a landscape vastly different from the cultivated fields and open plains the Romans were accustomed to. This is a dense, almost impenetrable woodland, ancient trees reaching skyward, their branches intertwining to form a leafy canopy that obscures the sunlight. The forest floor is a tangled undergrowth, crisscrossed by hidden streams and bogs, the very air thick with humidity and the sounds of unseen creatures. For the Romans, used to fighting in open formations, their tactics reliant on maneuverability and discipline, this terrain is an alien world, unsettling, disorienting. But for the Germanic tribes, this forest is home. They know its secrets, its hidden paths, its potential to conceal and to confound. It becomes their silent ally, a weapon as potent as any sword or spear. The tension builds as Varus, at the urging of his seemingly loyal Germanic guide, Arminius, leads his legions deeper and deeper into the forest. Little does he know that he is walking into a carefully laid trap. Imagine the scene: Roman columns weighed down by their equipment, stretching out along the narrow forest paths. Their discipline, their only solace in this unsettling environment. Arminius, under the pretense of quelling a local uprising, skillfully maneuvers the Roman forces, separating them, stretching their supply lines, leading them further and further from the familiar safety of open ground. Then, when the Romans are at their most vulnerable, the trap is sprung. The whispers of the forest transform into the war cries of the Germanic tribesmen. What began as a disciplined march becomes a desperate fight for survival. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest wasn't a single engagement, but a series of ambushes, a testament to Arminius' strategic brilliance and the Germanic warriors' ferocity. Picture this: the dense, foreboding forest, a labyrinth of trees and undergrowth, where every shadow could conceal a deadly threat. The Roman soldiers, accustomed to open battlefields and clear lines of sight, find themselves in an alien environment, their senses overwhelmed by the sounds and sights of the forest. The rustling of leaves, the snap of a twig, the distant call of a bird, all potential signals of an impending attack. The Germanic warriors, on the other hand, are in their element. They know every inch of this terrain, every hidden path and natural trap. They move with the stealth and precision of predators, their eyes and ears attuned to the slightest disturbance. Roman soldiers, their formations broken, their movements hampered by the terrain, find themselves under a relentless hail of javelins and axes. Trees become deadly obstacles, concealing the enemy, funneling the Romans into killing zones. The Roman soldiers, trained to fight in tight, disciplined formations, are forced to break ranks, their cohesion shattered by the uneven ground and dense foliage. They struggle to maintain their footing, their heavy armor and weapons becoming burdens rather than assets. The Germanic warriors, lightly armed and unencumbered, dart in and out of the trees, launching their attacks with devastating speed and accuracy. The Romans try to regroup to form defensive lines, but the forest works against them at every turn. The Germanic warriors, masters of camouflage and guerrilla tactics, use the forest to their advantage, appearing and disappearing at will, striking from the shadows, then melting back into the undergrowth. They use the natural cover of the forest to mask their movements, blending into the surroundings with ease. Their attacks are swift and brutal, leaving the Romans little time to react. The Romans, their discipline crumbling in the face of this unseen, relentless enemy, are picked apart, their formations collapsing into chaos. The Germanic warriors exploit every weakness, every moment of hesitation, to inflict maximum damage. The Romans, their discipline crumbling in the face of this unseen, relentless enemy, are picked apart, their formations collapsing into chaos. Over 3 days, the battle rages, a brutal, chaotic struggle for survival. The Romans, exhausted and demoralized, fight desperately to hold their ground, but the Germanic warriors give them no respite. The forest becomes a nightmarish battleground where every step could be their last. The sounds of battle, the clash of weapons, the cries of the wounded, the shouts of commands echo through the trees, creating a cacophony of chaos and fear. The Romans, their numbers dwindling, try to retreat, but the forest offers no escape. The forest floor becomes a scene of carnage, littered with the bodies of Roman soldiers and their attackers. By the time the dust settles, 3 Roman legions, the pride of Rome, lie shattered, their standards captured, their eagles, symbol of their might, lost to the forest. The aftermath of the battle is a grim testament to the ferocity of the Germanic warriors and the strategic genius of Arminius. The Romans, once invincible, are left to count their dead and mourn their losses. The forest, once a place of beauty and tranquility, is now a silent witness to the horrors of war. The Germanic warriors, victorious, fade back into the forest, their mission accomplished. The Battle of Teutoburg forest is over, but its legacy will endure, a stark reminder of the power of strategy and the unforgiving nature of war. The Battle of Teutoburg forest stands as a testament to the power of understanding one's environment, the impact of cunning strategy, and the enduring strength of a people fighting for their freedom. Though centuries have passed, the echoes of that struggle still resonate within these trees, a silent reminder of the day when the might of Rome faltered and the Germanic tribes led by Arminius held their ground. If you found this exploration of history as captivating as we did, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating journeys into the past. Our goal is to educate and engage, bringing history to life through vivid storytelling and compelling visuals.